that separates those who merely survive from those who thrive. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not the connections you have or the resources at your disposal. It's mental toughness, that ability to push through, to hold steady, and to keep moving forward when the odds are stacked against you. Mental toughness is the foundation of success in every area of life. And here's the good news: it's not something you're born with, it's something you can develop. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. No matter who you are or what you do, you will face obstacles, setbacks, and difficulties along the way. For some, these challenges may feel like insurmountable roadblocks. But for those who are mentally tough, challenges are not something to fear. They are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Developing the mindset to embrace challenges as opportunities is a key component of mental toughness, and it can transform the way you approach life. The first step in shifting your perspective on challenges is recognizing their value. Challenges force you out of your comfort zone. They demand that you think differently, adapt to new circumstances, and push yourself in ways you might never have imagined. While it's natural to want to avoid discomfort, the reality is that the moments when you feel most challenged are often the moments when you grow the most. Every time you confront a difficult situation, you are given the chance to build your resilience and expand your abilities. Think about a time when you overcame a significant obstacle. Perhaps it was completing a demanding project at work, navigating a personal crisis, or learning a new skill that initially felt impossible. At the time, it may have been stressful, exhausting, or even discouraging. But looking back, you likely gained something valuable from that experience, whether it was increased confidence, a deeper understanding of yourself, or a new set of skills. These are the kinds of rewards that come from embracing challenges rather than avoiding them. One of the most effective ways to start seeing challenges as opportunities is to reframe your mindset. Instead of viewing a challenge as a threat, try to see it as a test of your abilities. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Or how can this make me stronger? This shift in perspective can make even the most daunting obstacles feel more manageable. It's not about denying the difficulty of the situation, it's about focusing on what you can gain from facing it. Mentally tough individuals also understand that challenges are essential for growth. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance, your mind becomes more resilient when it is tested. If you never encounter challenges, you remain stagnant, never pushing yourself to reach your full potential. Challenges provide the resistance necessary to build your mental and emotional strength. Over time, as you face and overcome more challenges, you develop a sense of self-efficacy, the belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This confidence becomes a cornerstone of mental toughness. Another important aspect of embracing challenges is accepting that failure is a natural part of the process. When you take on something difficult, there's always a risk that you might not succeed on your first attempt. But failure isn't something to fear, it's something to learn from. Every failure is an opportunity to gather information, refine your approach, and try again. Mentally tough people don't let failure define them. Instead, they see it as a stepping stone toward eventual success. This doesn't mean that embracing challenges is easy. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and even fear. But mental toughness isn't about elating those emotions, it's about pushing forward despite them. It's about having the courage to take that first step, even when you're unsure of the outcome, and the persistence to keep going, even when the path is difficult. One way to build this courage is by starting small. You don't have to tackle your biggest fears or most significant challenges all at once. Begin by taking on smaller challenges that push you just slightly out of your comfort zone. Each time you succeed, you'll gain a little more confidence and a little more resilience. Over time, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle larger challenges with the same sense of determination and optimism. It's also helpful to surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Mentally tough individuals often draw strength from their support systems. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, having people who believe in you can make it easier to face challenges with a positive attitude. Their encouragement can remind you of your strengths and help you stay focused on the opportunities within the difficulties. Embracing challenges as opportunities is about changing the way you see yourself and the world around you. It's about recognizing that every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. When you adopt this mindset, challenges become less intimidating and more empowering. Instead of avoiding difficulties, you begin to welcome them, knowing that they are shaping you into the best version of yourself. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is my opportunity to grow. Step into it with courage and curiosity, and you'll discover that even the hardest challenges have something valuable to offer. Discipline and consistency are the twin pillars of mental toughness. While motivation can be fleeting and unreliable, discipline ensures that you remain on track even when you don't feel like it. Consistency, on the other hand, builds momentum over time, transforming small efforts into significant results. Together, they create a powerful foundation for overcoming challenges, achieving goals, and cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. The path to building discipline begins with making a commitment to yourself. It's about setting clear goals and deciding that you will stick to them, no matter how you feel on any given day. Discipline doesn't rely on how motivated you are. Instead, it relies on your ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of your emotional state. This means showing up even when you're tired, stressed, or uninspired. It's the decision to take action day in and day out because you understand that the small choices you make today will shape your future. One of the challenges people face when trying to build discipline is the misconception that it requires extreme willpower or perfection. In reality, discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. You don't have to get everything right all the time. What matters is that you keep trying, keep showing up, and keep moving forward even when you stumble. It's in those moments of imperfection that discipline truly takes root because it teaches you to recover quickly and stay committed to your goals. Consistency plays a crucial role in this process. While discipline gets you started, consistency keeps you going. It's the steady, repetitive effort over time that leads to meaningful progress. Think about a person training for a marathon. They don't wake up one day and decide to run 26.2 miles without preparation. Instead, they follow a training schedule, running a little farther each day, gradually building their endurance. The same principle applies to any area of life where you want to grow or succeed. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or pursuing a career goal, consistency allows you to make incremental progress that adds up over time. Building consistency starts with creating habits that align with your goals. Habits are powerful because they automate your actions, reducing the need for constant decision-making. For example, if you want to improve your physical fitness, committing to a specific time each day for exercise can help you establish a routine. Over time, this routine becomes second nature, requiring less mental effort to maintain. The key to developing habits that stick is starting small. Often people set overly ambitious goals and then struggle to maintain them, leading to frustration and burnout. Instead, focus on small, manageable steps that you can sustain over the long term. If your goal is to read more, start with just 10 minutes a day. If you want to eat healthier, begin by making one small change to your diet. These small steps may not seem significant at first, but over time, they create a ripple effect that leads to substantial change. Another important aspect of discipline and consistency is tracking your progress. When you can see the results of your efforts, it reinforces your commitment and motivates you to keep going. This could be as simple as keeping a journal, using a habit tracker, or setting milestones to celebrate along the way. Acknowledging your progress reminds you that your hard work is paying off, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Discipline and consistency also teach you to value the process, not just the outcome. When you focus solely on the end result, It's easy to become discouraged if progress feels slow or setbacks occur. But when you learn to appreciate the journey, the daily actions, the small wins, and the growth that comes with effort, you build a deeper sense of satisfaction and resilience. This mindset shift helps you stay motivated and committed, even when the road is long or challenging. It's important to recognize that building discipline and consistency is not always easy. There will be days when you feel tempted to give up, when distractions pull you away from your goals, or when progress feels painfully slow. But these are the moments when mental toughness is forged. Each time you choose to stick with your commitments, you strengthen your ability to persevere in the face of adversity. Discipline and consistency become part of who you are. They stop feeling like external forces you have to impose on yourself and start feeling like natural elements of your identity. You become someone who doesn't just dream about success, but takes consistent, disciplined action to achieve it. This transformation is what sets mentally tough individuals apart. In the end, discipline and consistency are not just tools for achieving specific goals. They are life skills that empower you to navigate challenges, build resilience, and create a fulfilling, purpose-driven life. By committing to disciplined effort and maintaining consistency, you equip yourself with the strength and determination to handle whatever life throws your way. And that is the essence of mental toughness. Emotional control is one of the most vital aspects of mental toughness. Life is filled with moments of stress, frustration, anger, and disappointment. While it's natural to experience these emotions, the way you manage them can make the difference between success and failure. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings. It means understanding them, regulating them, and using them constructively. It's about staying calm and composed under pressure, making rational decisions instead of impulsive ones, and maintaining focus even in the face of adversity. When you encounter a challenging situation, emotions often arise as a response to the perceived threat or difficulty. It's easy to let these emotions dictate your actions, but doing so can lead to poor choices and unnecessary complications. For instance, reacting in anger might escalate a conflict, or giving in to fear could prevent you from seizing an important opportunity. Emotional control allows you to take a step back, assess the situation objectively, and respond in a way that aligns with your goals and values. The first step in mastering emotional control is awareness. You can't manage what you don't understand. Pay attention to your emotions and recognize their triggers. Ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Is this reaction helping me or hindering me? By identifying the root causes of your emotions, you can begin to address them in a more constructive manner. A powerful technique for gaining awareness and control over your emotions is mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness involves staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you're mindful, you create a middle space between yourself and your emotions, allowing you to choose your response rather than reacting impulsively. For example, if you're feeling stressed about a deadline, mindfulness can help you recognize the stress without letting it overwhelm you. Instead of panicking or procrastinating, you can focus on creating a plan to meet the deadline effectively. Another key aspect of emotional control is learning to regulate your physiological responses. Strong emotions like anger or anxiety often manifest physically. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and your breathing becomes shallow. By calming your body, you can help calm your mind. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and grounding exercises are effective tools for managing your physical reactions to stress. Taking a few deep breaths in the heat of the moment can make a significant difference in how you handle a challenging situation. Equally important is reframing negative thoughts that fuel unhelpful emotions. When something goes wrong, it's easy to fall into a cycle of self-doubt, blame, or catastrophizing. Mentally tough individuals recognize these patterns and actively work to replace negative thoughts with constructive ones. For example, instead of thinking, I'll always mess up, I'll never succeed, you might reframe it as, I made a mistake, but I can learn from it and do better next time. This shift in perspective not only improves your emotional state, but also empowers you to take positive action. Emotional control also requires practicing patience and empathy, both with yourself and others. It's natural to feel frustrated when things don't go as planned or when people don't meet your expectations. However, reacting harshly or impatiently can damage relationships and create unnecessary stress. Instead, take a moment to understand the situation and respond with kindness and understanding. This doesn't mean you have to accept poor behavior or tolerate injustice, but it does mean approaching conflicts with a clear head and a willingness to find solutions rather than assign blame. One of the most challenging aspects of emotional control is maintaining composure during prolonged or intense adversity. Whether you're facing a personal loss, a professional setback, or a crisis, emotions can feel overwhelming. During these times, it's essential to remind yourself of your long-term goals and values. Ask yourself, what is the best course of action for me in the long run? How can I use this experience to grow? Keeping your focus on the bigger picture helps you avoid getting caught up in the immediate intensity of your emotions. Building emotional control is a skill that takes time and practice. Start by applying these techniques in small, everyday situations. For instance, when you're stuck in traffic or dealing with a minor inconvenience, practice staying calm and composed. Over time, as you strengthen your ability to manage your emotions in low-stakes scenarios, you'll find it easier to maintain control during more significant challenges. Emotional control empowers you to live a more intentional and purposeful life. By mastering your emotions, you become less reactive and more proactive, able to navigate life's ups and downs with clarity and confidence. You build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and maintain your focus on what truly matters. Emotional control isn't about suppressing who you are, it's about becoming the best version of yourself by using your emotions as tools rather than obstacles. It's one of the greatest markers of mental toughness and a skill that will serve you in every area of your life. A positive and resilient mindset is the cornerstone of mental toughness. It serves as a powerful tool that enables you to navigate life's challenges with grace, strength, and determination. While external circumstances may be beyond your control, how you think and perceive those circumstances is entirely up to you. Cultivating a mindset that prioritizes positivity and resilience allows you to adapt to change, overcome adversity, and pursue your goals with unwavering confidence. At its core, a positive mindset is not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about choosing to focus on the aspects of a situation that you can control and finding opportunities for growth, even in hardship. This requires actively challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with empowering ones. For example, when faced with a setback, instead of thinking, I'm a failure, you can reframe it as, this didn't work out as planned, but I've learned something valuable that will help me next time. Such shifts in perspective not only improve your emotional state, but also keep you motivated and solution-oriented. Is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Life is unpredictable, and everyone encounters obstacles, whether they are personal, professional, or emotional. What separates resilient individuals from others is their ability to recover quickly and maintain their focus on moving forward. Resilience doesn't mean that challenges don't hurt or that setbacks aren't discouraging. It means refusing to let them define you. It's the belief that no matter how hard things get, you have the strength to rise again. One key to building a positive and resilient mindset is practicing gratitude. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. However, intentionally shifting your focus to what you're thankful for can change your outlook. Gratitude helps you see the good in your life even during tough times. For instance, if you're facing a financial challenge, you might still find gratitude in the support of loved ones, your health, or the opportunities available to rebuild. Keeping a gratitude journal where you write down a few things you're grateful for each day can reinforce this practice and help you develop a more positive outlook over time. Another important strategy is embracing the idea of growth through challenges. Resilient individuals view difficulties not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset is often referred to as having a growth mindset. A term popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. When you adopt a growth mindset, failure becomes a stepping stone rather than an endpoint. You start to see setbacks as temporary and solvable rather than permanent and limiting. Building a support system is also critical to fostering resilience. While mental toughness involves personal strength, it doesn't mean facing every challenge alone. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people provides you with a network of strength to draw on during tough times. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, these individuals can offer perspective, encouragement, and practical help when you need it most. Sharing your struggles with others doesn't make you weak, it makes you human and creates connections that enhance your resilience. Self-care is another foundational element of a positive and resilient mindset. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being gives you the energy and capacity to handle stress effectively. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and activities that bring you joy are all essential components of self-care. When you're physically and emotionally healthy, you're better equipped to face challenges with clarity and resolve. Visualization and affirmations are practical tools for reinforcing a positive mindset. Visualization involves imagining yourself succeeding in your goals, while affirmations are positive statements that affirm your abilities and worth. For example, repeating affirmations like "I am capable of handling anything that comes my way," or visualizing yourself overcoming a tough situation can build confidence and focus. These techniques help train your mind to expect success and resilience, making it easier to act accordingly when challenges arise. Resilience also requires flexibility. Life rarely goes as planned, and rigidly clinging to specific expectations can lead to frustration and despair. Mentally tough individuals understand the importance of adaptability. They can pivot and adjust their plans without losing sight of their larger goals. This ability to adapt doesn't mean abandoning your dreams. It means finding alternative paths to achieve them when obstacles appear. A positive and resilient mindset is built through action. It's one thing to think positively or believe in your resilience, but it's another to put those beliefs into practice. When faced with a challenge, take deliberate steps to address it. Break it into smaller, manageable parts and tackle them one at a time. Each small victory reinforces your confidence and strengthens your mental toughness. Over time, these actions accumulate and you become someone who naturally sees opportunities in adversity and faces challenges with unwavering determination. Cultivating a positive and resilient mindset is not an overnight transformation, it's a lifelong process. With consistent effort, gratitude, self-care, and a willingness to grow, you can develop the mental fortitude to face life's inevitable ups and downs. By choosing positivity and resilience, you empower yourself to not only survive, but thrive in the face of adversity. Pushing through discomfort is an essential trait for anyone striving to build mental toughness. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It requires stepping into unfamiliar, challenging, and sometimes intimidating spaces. Whether it's pursuing a difficult goal, facing fears, or overcoming personal limitations, pushing through discomfort teaches resilience, adaptability, and determination. It's in those moments of struggle and uncertainty that you develop the strength to achieve more than you ever thought possible. Discomfort is often seen as something to avoid. It triggers resistance, fear, and a desire to retreat to what feels safe and familiar. But this instinct to avoid discomfort can hold you back from realizing your full potential. Growth happens when you challenge yourself to do things that are difficult, even if they feel uncomfortable or scary at first. By confronting and embracing discomfort, you train your mind and body to adapt, learn, and grow stronger over time. The first step in pushing through discomfort is understanding its purpose. Discomfort is a natural part of any worthwhile pursuit. Think about athletes training for a competition. The long hours of practice, the physical strain, and the mental focus required can be grueling, but those moments of discomfort are what build their strength and skill. The same principle applies to any area of life. Whether it's preparing for a challenging exam, starting a new job, or having a difficult conversation, discomfort is a sign that you're pushing yourself to grow. To begin facing discomfort, start small. You don't have to dive into your most significant fears or challenges right away. Instead, take gradual steps that push you just beyond your current limits. For instance, if you're shy about public speaking, you might start by sharing your thoughts in a small meeting before working up to speaking in front of a larger audience. These incremental challenges help you build confidence and resilience without overwhelming yourself. Over time, what once felt daunting will become manageable, and you'll be ready to take on even bigger challenges. One effective way to push through discomfort is to reframe it as a positive experience. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, I can't do it, shift your mindset to, this is challenging, but it's making me stronger. By viewing discomfort as a necessary part of growth, you transform it from something to fear into something to embrace. Each time you persevere through discomfort, you reinforce your belief in your ability to handle difficult situations, which strengthens your mental toughness. Learning to regulate your emotions during uncomfortable situations is also crucial. Discomfort often triggers feelings of anxiety, frustration, or doubt, which can make it tempting to give up. Developing techniques to manage these emotions, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or visualization, can help you stay calm and focused. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed during a tough workout or a stressful task, pausing to take a few deep breaths can help you regain control and keep going. Another important aspect of pushing through discomfort is keeping your long-term goals in mind. Discomfort is temporary, but the benefits of persevering through it can last a lifetime. When you're tempted to quit, remind yourself of why you started and what you hope to achieve. Visualize the end result and the sense of accomplishment you'll feel when you reach your goal. This focus on the bigger picture can motivate you to keep going even when the process feels difficult. Building a support system can also make it easier to push through discomfort. Surround yourself with people who encourage and inspire you. They can provide guidance, share their own experiences, and remind you of your strengths when you're doubting yourself. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a trusted friend, having someone in your corner can make the journey through discomfort feel less daunting. It's important to acknowledge that discomfort is not the same as harm. While it's vital to push yourself, it's equally important to listen to your body and mind. They know the difference between productive discomfort, where you're stretching your limits, and harmful discomfort, which could lead to burnout or injury. Mental toughness doesn't mean ignoring your well-being. It means finding the balance between pushing forward and taking care of yourself. Consistently facing and overcoming discomfort builds a powerful sense of self-efficacy, the belief that you are capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. This confidence doesn't just apply to the specific tasks you've conquered, it spills over into all areas of your life. You begin to approach new challenges with a mindset of determination rather than doubt, knowing that discomfort is simply a stepping stone to success. Pushing through discomfort is about embracing the process of growth. It's about understanding that the path to your goals won't always be smooth or easy, but that each moment of struggle brings you closer to becoming the person you want to be. Discomfort is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign that you're striving for something worthwhile. By learning to face it head on, you unlock your potential and develop the resilience to achieve anything you set your mind to. Developing a solution-oriented approach is one of the most empowering ways to cultivate mental toughness. Life is filled with challenges and obstacles, and the way you respond to them can significantly impact your ability to succeed and grow. A solution-oriented mindset shifts your focus away from problems and toward actionable steps that can address them. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or defeated by difficulties, you learn to break them down into manageable parts, analyze the situation, and move forward with confidence and purpose. The first step in becoming solution-oriented is recognizing the importance of mindset. Challenges are inevitable, but they don't have to derail you. When faced with a problem, it's easy to fall into the trap of negative thinking, dwelling on what went wrong, blaming external factors, or feeling stuck. A solution-oriented mindset requires a conscious decision to shift from problem-focused thinking to a focus on possibilities, actions. For example, instead of saying, "This is impossible, I don't know what to do," you can reframe the situation by asking, "What are the possible steps I can take to address this?" This small shift in perspective can open up new avenues for problem solving. One of the key aspects of a solution-oriented approach is staying calm under pressure. When problems arise, emotions like stress, frustration, or anxiety can cloud your judgment and make it difficult to think clearly. Developing emotional control as part of mental toughness helps you maintain composure and approach the situation with a level head. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk can help you stay grounded and focused, even in high-stress situations. When your mind is calm, you're better equipped to analyze the problem and identify effective solutions. Another critical element of a solution-oriented mindset is breaking the problem into smaller, more manageable parts. Large, complex challenges can feel overwhelming, but dividing them into smaller components makes them less intimidating. For instance, if you're faced with a major project at work, you can start by listing all the tasks involved, prioritizing them, and tackling them one at a time. This method not only makes the problem seem more solvable, but also allows you to build momentum as you complete each small step. Creativity also plays a significant role in finding solutions. A rigid, one-size-fits-all approach rarely works when dealing with complex problems. Mentally tough individuals embrace creativity by thinking outside the box and exploring multiple perspectives. They're not afraid to brainstorm unconventional ideas or seek input from others to uncover new possibilities. For example, if traditional methods aren't solving a particular issue, you might ask yourself, "What haven't I tried yet? Is there a completely different angle I can explore?" This openness to innovation often leads to breakthroughs. Being resourceful is another hallmark of a solution-oriented approach. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you have and how you can leverage it to overcome the problem. Resourcefulness involves using your skills, knowledge, and available tools effectively, as well as seeking out additional support or information when needed. For example, if you're struggling with a technical problem, you might research online tutorials, reach out to experts, or use trial and error to figure out a solution. The ability to adapt and make the most of what you have is a powerful skill that can help you tackle almost any challenge. Resilience is also intertwined with a solution-oriented approach. Not all solutions will work on the first attempt, and setbacks are a natural part of problem solving. Instead of seeing these setbacks as failures, view them as opportunities to learn and refine your approach. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my strategy moving forward? This persistence and willingness to adapt are what enable you to ultimately overcome obstacles, even when the path is not straightforward. Effective communication is another valuable tool in a solution-oriented approach. Many problems involve collaboration or depend on working with others to find a resolution. Clear, constructive communication can help you gather input, align on goals, and build consensus. Instead of focusing on assigning blame or dwelling on the problem, aim to foster an environment of teamwork and mutual problem solving. For instance, if you're working with a team to address a workplace issue, frame the discussion around solutions by asking questions like, what are some actionable steps we can take to improve this situation? Maintaining a long-term perspective is equally important. It's easy to get caught up in the urgency of solving an immediate problem and lose sight of the bigger picture. However, a solution-oriented mindset balances short-term actions with long-term goals. Consider how each potential solution aligns with your overall objectives and values. This approach ensures that the solutions you implement not only address the current issue, but also contribute to sustained progress and growth. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Recognizing the steps you've taken to address a challenge reinforces your confidence and motivates you to keep going. Every problem you solve, no matter how minor, builds your problem-solving skills and strengthens your mental toughness. Over time, this cumulative experience makes you more adept at handling future challenges with resilience and a proactive attitude. Adopting a solution-oriented mindset is not about avoiding problems, it's about embracing them as opportunities to grow, learn, and improve. By focusing on actionable steps, staying calm under pressure, and remaining persistent, you can transform even the most daunting challenges into opportunities for success. This approach not only builds mental toughness, but also empowers you to navigate life with confidence and purpose.